What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm excited today to talk about the fitness trends that will completely take over 2022. At least that's what these different articles and blogs are saying. I compiled them together to bring this information to see what are the commonalities, whether you agree or not, whether I agree or not. But this is what I'm seeing that people are talking about. This is more the buzz of the industry of health and fitness. Guys, leave your comments down below on what you think will take over in 2022. But before we dive into this, I would appreciate if you like, subscribe, comment, share, because if you get value out of it, I would appreciate you helping us grow this channel. All right, so guys, we're going to dive right into it. And the first thing we're going to go in here is wearing fitness technology. Primarily smartwatches that are going to help engage in short hit workouts at home or in cycling studios, where they're saying cycling is going to be a big thing this year, and shorter workouts is going to be a bigger thing this year as well. As you've seen throughout the years, I think people have come to a realization where being especially a busy individual or busy lifestyle, at least get squeezing in 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 25 minutes, getting something in is going to be better than not getting something at all, which that I agree on. So making sure that you can squeeze in shorter workouts to just be able to keep yourself healthier, and to be able to say, you know what, I am trying to improve every single day. So you're going to also see hybrid gym experiences, which is going to be part of the fitness trends, which I believe that's what's coming, is you're going to get more hybrid, which I agree. I think gyms especially, and coaches who have only worked in person, need to be more open to working in a hybrid sense, where they're going to allow fitness tech and online to help them enhance the experience with the customer, the client, and also it's going to help you with your business, because now you can hit a bigger market. And also too, when your clients are not there, you can still work with them and still get paid. All right, virtual workouts, all right, with the option of having hybrid. I agree. This is going to be another thing that is pushing more forward into the 2022 year. We saw this already with COVID. We already had been seeing pretty good glimpse of it beforehand, of online fitness being a potential dominator. And when COVID came, it just disrupted everything. So yes, virtual workouts will continue to disrupt the industry. And the hybrid option, again, is going to be the one that I'm going to tell you right now. Is going to be the one that a lot of people are going to be using, and gyms, where they can get both online and offline experience at the same time. Right. So another thing to keep in mind is that, as we see, COVID is still a topic. COVID is still something people are worried about. Whether you think it's a certain level of danger or not, everybody has their own opinions. Regardless, it's affecting the day-to-day life, right? So like I say, right, there's you can only control what you can't control, and that's yourself, right? You can't control the uncontrollable. So for those who are still scared to go to the gym, well, that's why online and hybrid are going to do so well, especially if the COVID topic is still hanging around here. And if there's other things that people want to, be able to just save time. People want to save time. People don't want to have to drive 15, 20, 30 minutes somewhere and back. They'd rather just squeeze in their workout quickly at home if they can. Now, I'm not saying that this doesn't mean that going to the gym is not good, or it doesn't have its benefits. But what I am saying is that virtual will continue to grow as long as a hybrid model. All right, next thing, going into the fitting in mini workouts whenever possible. Again, bringing this topic back because people are realizing, well, if I can squeeze in those 20-something minutes, 30 or 40 minutes, it's better than not doing anything if I can't put a whole hour, right? Let's say even if it's a 15-minute thing of movement, just some kind of movement is going to help you regardless, guys. Movement is medicine at the end of the day. The more you move, the more you win, the more you will succeed. And this goes for anything in life. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, obviously. The more you do these things and you're moving yourself, the more you're going to enhance everything. So just squeezing in enough time to be able to get some movement in is going to be more of a help for you and your body than it is not doing anything at all. The next thing, the ever popular smart home gym. All right, so this goes to now creating your own smart home gym. What does that mean? Technology, fitness technology that's linked up to the internet, that's linked up to online. So you got companies like Peloton, like Tonal, like Mirror, Echelon. Those, for example, That's basically smart fitness tech. So people building out smart gyms at home is going to be something bigger this year. As you can saw, there was a huge uptake already with COVID. It's going to be even a continuous trend where people are going to start investing more of a smart gym format, and they're investing in those types of pieces of equipment for home because they can be integrated wherever. I know some of these technologies, you can even be on vacation, and if they have those tools, let's say in a gym, in a gym in a hotel or in an Airbnb you stay at, those fitness equipments are there. You can pull up your information, you could pull up your workouts because you have that technology at home, so you can still keep track of all your goals, everything you're doing, your schedule, how you're performing, all that stuff, right? So now you're linked through your fitness tech. And you're connected. And I believe that is going to continue to grow. More innovative wearable tech. So going back to that wearable tech, just being more innovative, where it can do more things, where you can have better experiences. It's going to have better tracking, better utilization of data with the wearables, especially the Whoop, I would say, being number one. And then you got the Apple Watch and other brands as well, going in there and dominating. So I'll tell you right now, this wearable technology is only going to keep growing. I'm pretty sure you guys remember when first wearable fitness tech came on. It was a huge craze. Everybody had to have the Fitbit, especially the Fitbit. Everybody needed the Fitbit, or the Apple Watch. And still, it wasn't as data driven, or still wasn't as accurate as it is today. Like, it's improved so much that I remember when that craze happened, it was like a little wearable tech bubble, and then it popped, and then people kind of started dying down like a year or two later, and then it slowly started picking back up, especially after COVID. People want to use these things, and it just helps people stay on check. Now, is it going to be the one thing I'm going to tell you determine your whole regimen or your whole health around it? Of course not. At the end of the day, I'd rather have somebody just move and move and move than worry about these little numbers all the time, right? So don't also overstress yourself with, I have to hit these exact numbers every single time. You're stressing yourself out. That's not healthy either. But it's just to give you a guideline. It's to give you guidelines to remind you, and it's just to keep you on track when you need to be on track. Walking, always being a popular choice. I agree with this. If you cannot, somehow you don't have the opportunity to get an actual workout in that you had a regimen for, or you had a trainer write up for you or work with to go to the gym, and you only have time during a break to go for a walk, that's better than nothing. A movement, guys, movement. So if you have 30 minutes or 15 minutes during your lunch break or whatever it is, and you just need to go for a walk, like, do that. Like, that right there is always going to be a huge help to just improving your lifestyle. Walking is great. As unsexy as it sounds, it is still very important to get those walks in. So far, yeah, I agree with pretty much everything on this list. Again, there's certain things that I would say on certain maybe tools or the approaches of how you do these things. Some can be more quality, some may not. So, but that's diving even deeper. Now, here's another thing, a holistic approach to exercise. This is another thing that we've seen over time, is being more conscious of the way that we work out, and also understanding that exercise doesn't always have to be vigorous. Exercise doesn't always have to be drenched in sweat or feeling pain all the time. That's not what exercise is. Exercise is being intentional, being focused, being tuned in, being aligned mentally and physically together as one to be able to achieve the result that you want, right? So don't think that you always have to be in this constant soreness, or this constant sweaty mentality when you go to the gym, or this constant drive to beat yourself up. That's not what exercise is. All right. And I think people are being more conscious of that, and realizing that, to achieve real results and consistent results, you have to take a different approach, and you have to listen to your body as well and see what you need at the moment, right? And this is a more holistic fashion of being able to incorporate other lifestyle methods to your exercising, so that way you can enhance a much healthier result at the end of the day and not experience burnout, right? Or an injury or overtraining, which are other big problems. Here's the other thing. The rise of strength training, again, being a popular conversation. I think that it's so important. I think a lot of people for a long time, the whole cardio phase, the whole HIIT training phase, which again, I'm not saying is not important, but we saw a decrease in the talks of strength training. Strength training is so important. Get your traditional lifts in, right? Get your traditional lifts in. And also as well, get strong with your body weight as well. You know, I'm a huge advocate. Get your body strong with your body weight, and then of course incorporate your traditional lifts. Going back to focusing on strength training is huge. If you're not strength training, you are also losing on many gains, and you're also hurting yourself, because the strength training is going to help build you a stronger body. It's going to help increase the density of your bones, especially if somebody who's older or you already have issues when it comes with your bones. Making sure you get them stronger, making sure you build that strong frame, and also going to increase, especially for men, it increases your testosterone. And I'll tell you right now, even for women, like, it's such a huge help when you can strength train. That whole myth of, oh, I'm going to get bulky. No, you're not. You're not going to get bulky. You're not taking enhancements. You're not taking other things to get you to that level. So add strength training to your regimen if you're not already. It's going to ultimately help you more than anything else out there, primarily because strength training has so many results. It's going to burn a ton of fat, all right? Yes, even more than cardio is going to burn a ton of fat. It's going to build healthy, lean muscle, and you're going to just feel so much better. You're going to feel so much better, and it will help take away pain as well if you know how to strength train properly. It will help take away that pain that you may be having, all right? So, yes, strength training coming in hot. I love it. Women-only gyms. Interesting. So I guess we're going back to some of this, which you saw this really more in the 90s, I would say. Early 2000s, you saw a lot of the women-only gyms. I forgot the names, but I know there was like 2 or 3 that were out there. They were pretty big. Women-only. You know, you saw this with cycling. You saw this with group classes. Look, I'm actually going to read some of this. Look, this is interesting. I just saw this right now. I wasn't even reading this. This first emerged in the 1930s. So you see, this is an old thing, the women's only gyms. So interesting. Bringing that back. Hey, why not? If that's what they want to do, great. Do what's going to help you get motivated. If it's a women's only gym, if that motivates you because you don't want to be around males, go do what you got to do to help yourself get moving, to help yourself get those results. Hey, and heck, why not? You might find another woman partner to help you work out, or you can work out and help them, and you guys can motivate each other. And, you know, for some people, they just don't want to be around other types of people because they might feel intimidated at first. They might feel, how do I say it? They might be maybe being scared around other, around males who are swinging heavier weight or doing heavier lifts, or just approaching their fitness differently, and women want to be around women. So, yeah, I would say if it's only going to increase the level of your goals and make you better, I'm all about it. Next, exercising outdoors and bringing your dog. That's another one that we're talking about. I said dog because, you know, typically that's man's best friend, and that's the typical pet that most people have. But really, it's bringing any pet, again, that can exercise with you. I doubt that a cat's going to go out there and exercise with you. I doubt that any other pet might go out there and exercise with you. But a dog will exercise with you. So going for a walk, a run with your dog, again, that movement, that walking is only going to help you just become better, feel better, have more energy, move better, right? And if you could go for jogs and runs, heck, why not? Now you and your dog become healthier together, because heck, your pet needs to be healthy if you have a pet, right? So you got to keep that pet moving. So it forces you to get out there. And when you're going for those walks, when you take your pet in the morning, your dog, squeeze your quick run, squeeze your quick jog, squeeze your quick walk in there, make it intentional. Stretching and recovering, another big component. I know there was a time, back in 2014, 2015, a lot of correctives and recovery was really popular, and then it kind of started fading out a little bit again, and then it came back. And look, I'm huge. You need to stretch. You need to have corrective exercises. You need recovery and components in your training if you want ultimate results. Where does gains happen? Gains happen in your recovery. Recovery is where the gains happen, right? And includes sleep as well in your recovery. So I'm a huge advocate of that. It's a huge component of your everyday life. You have to properly stretch. You have to have proper warm-up techniques and corrective exercises and recovery techniques in place to be able to have ultimate gains, so you can keep on working out and training and moving your body and playing sports and playing with your kids. Whatever it is that you do, you need to have proper recovery techniques in here so you can have a long-lasting body. Remember, it's about longevity, the long-term success, not the short-term. All right, quality over quantity. This is another great one, guys. Quality is the highest key. All right. And I think this goes back to the topic of a lot of people want to just go in vigorous workouts, sweat, gotta feel pain, gotta be sore. Not always is that quality, right? And you got to think more quality, more intentional with your workouts, right? You want to be more aligned and tuned with your muscles, right? Connected with yourself. When you can be more connected and focused and dialed in, and you're creating more tension in that area, right? You're more dialed in with that area. You're going to get more out of what you're doing. But if you just go out there just to be a brute, you're going to miss on a lot of things, and you have the risk of getting hurt. So quality over quantity, 100%. More inclusive fitness apps. Again, I think for this one, I think, yes, the fitness apps that make sense tied in with the fitness tech, 100%. But there's so many apps out there. I'll tell you guys, if anything, I think too many people are getting confused with what's good, what's not good. Look, as long as you get your body moving, you find an app that works for you, stick to it. Don't be jumping because you heard the other app does this or the other. If you started one, finish that one before you jump to another one. Just get hitting your goals, right? I think at the end of the day, any fitness app is going to have a level of how'd I say, it's going to have a level of achievements that you can achieve through there with your goals that's going to help you become better. HIIT training as a well-rounded workout. I agree. HIIT training is another great way, right? Which involves aerobic and resistance exercises done in a bite size. So to save time, you want some more of that intensity, increments as well, increments of intensity, and you want to be able to shorten the time of your training. Well, HIIT training is always a great component, but again, don't make HIIT training your only thing in your regimen, your routine. You don't want that either, but make sure that you do incorporate it. I agree, guys. That is it from the list. And look, at the end of the day, I want to add one more in here. Working out with somebody, working out with a partner, a buddy. I'm a huge advocate of that, because if you need that motivation, if you need that healthy competition, do what you got to do to find it and create it. And that's by working out with somebody else. And you can always push a little bit more because you have that person right there to support you. If you need a spot or if you need that extra encouragement, you have it there. Guys, if you agree that these are the things that are going to go into 2022 as the takeover in fitness, comment down below. Yes, if you don't agree, I would love to hear your feedback on what you feel would be the takeover. And again, guys, if you got value out of this video, I would appreciate if you drop a like, comment, subscribe, show some love, because the more love you show me, the more love I can show back. Till next time, let's go.